Hey guys, this is Jessica Schwartz. I'm super excited. I haven't done a makeup video in forever, and I'm not a makeup beauty guru in any way. I actually wanted to come in because I'm super excited. I just received the Tati Beauty palette, and one of the exciting things about this for me is that I have never ever purchased YouTube merch or palettes or anything. I'm not really a big makeup person. I have listened to YouTube recommendations regarding their reviews, and I've purchased drugstore products based on recommendations before. But the thing is I am actually still really learning how to do makeup, and I thought it would be interesting to show you a super duper simple routine that I do and test out Tati's new palette by itself, because as a pretty beginner, I guess, makeup person, I think that it would be useful maybe for people to see like how somebody who is a very beginner level in terms of skills, even though I practice, I don't really wear makeup on a daily basis. I really just wear my face. And so I thought it would be interesting to check it out and to open up Tati's palette and use it for the first time and see how beginner friendly it is, and if I can create something that's really beautiful, even though I'm not particularly skilled. I'm just so I really wanted this. When she premiered it, I was really excited. It's big. It's like the size of my head. And I don't have a lot of like luxury items or like fancy palettes. And so this was the very first time ever buying the oh, that's cool. That is so pretty. It 100% is not doing it justice. It is so beautiful. I do not really know how to do swatches successfully, so I'm going to do a couple just because there are pigments in here that I'm really excited about. People have talked a lot about the Poet, so let's do Poet. Let's just do Poet in all of its forms. So we have Poet Matte, Poet Sequin, Poet Metallic, and Poet Glitter. Oh, freak. Damn, that is pretty. I have been wanting to get nice glitter for a long time. I've been kind of eyeballing the Stila Glitter Glow eyeshadows for quite a while and just kind of haven't gotten to where I feel like I wear makeup enough to justify spending that much money on one eyeshadow. So I haven't yet, but now that I have this, maybe I don't need it. I'm just going to take off my glasses. And now I'm a little bit blind, so hopefully you can see me because I can't see you very well. And I'm going to kind of just show you what I do, which is crazy simple. So I have this L'Oreal Paris. Sorry, my little ring light just went out, so I'm just gonna have to go. I have this L'Oreal Paris BB cream. It's the Magic Skin Beautifier BB cream into makeup. So I'm just gonna take the BB cream. I literally just take my hands and it's the one that actually changes to kind of mesh with your skin tone. And it almost feels like I'm washing my face or cleansing my face when I do this, but I'm just really getting in and making sure that the white blends in to my skin tone. All the white is in, and then I do know the importance of concealer, so I actually have the Maybelline Age Rewind in the shade Ivory, and I do still use concealer, so I'm not quite that minimalist. Take a damp beauty blender. I actually blend the concealer out relatively far because I really just want it to blend in. I don't like it to stand out or be super bright. And I can't tell if the camera is picking up like how light it really is. I am very pale. Just gonna get in there. Okay, so you can see that that makes me fairly pale. I do actually go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I have a super, this is like, I probably should use a less dense brush. I have a super, super dense Real Techniques brush, and I just go in. I'm just using this to really warm my face back up because I know how matte and pale I look without it. And so sometimes I will just take a slightly less dense brush. I have this one. It's a Wet n Wild brush that's like a domed blush brush, I think. And I'll use that. And just go all over the face with a very light bronzing. So that's it for that. Like I said, super, super simple. And so I'm going to dip into the palette, which I'm so excited about. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have eyeshadow primer and it doesn't seem to work very well. What does seem to work is using concealer. So I'm just going to use some concealer. And I actually prefer to pat that in with my fingers. So dipping into the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1. I think, so I probably should use this giant mirror. So I am going to take a super fluffy Real Techniques blending brush. It says that it is the Deluxe Crease Brush. And I am going to take, everyone in the videos I've been watching has been doing this. So I'm going to take Soothe Matte. And I'm going to dip it in softly because everyone says that a lot comes off. Oh, very pretty. So I have hooded eyes, so I usually have my makeup above the crease to fill that out. I'm just going to do soft motions all the way in. Now, I love glitter, and again, I really don't own any good glitter. In fact, that's something that really bothers me about drugstore makeup, is the shimmers don't seem that great. So this is what the base transition color is looking like. This is the Soothe Matte formula. That actually looks really, really beautiful, and I think what I want to do is switch to a fluffy but smaller blending brush. This is a Wet n Wild brush, again, not a professional. And I want to blend that out, but also deepen it slightly. So I think I'm going to go with a super, super small amount of Story. And I want to see how this is going to look. So to blend into the crease. And the reason I want to use a relatively small amount is because I don't plan to make this an orange look. So pretty. So that is really beautiful. And actually, maybe I am making an orange look because that's really beautiful. And I'm not usually an orange person. And I think I'm going to take the Poet because I just really love that color. I'm going to take the Poet Matte. Oh, that came off with a lot. And I'm going to pack that into the outer corner. This is not a packing brush. Well, that's a significantly more amount of pigment with a packing brush versus a blending brush. And I'm just stamping that in for now. I'll go back and blend that out. But I want to stamp that in the back third of my eye. And I'll do that on both eyes. Switch to the side. So these are super pigmented. I'm super excited about this. Okay, so now that I have that packed on, like very packed, more than most matte shadows that I've ever used in terms of like the ability to pack on, I'm going to go back to that brush that I just had that was not a packing brush and blend that out. I'm going to bring that up into the crease Again, I have hooded eyes, so bringing it up actually works out really well for me most of the time, because then you can actually see it. I'm gonna bring that in a little bit. Oh, that blends really nicely. And the thing is I'm a terrible judge of the ability of something to blend because I'm not a good makeup artist. But the fact that it's blending for me means that it's a good blending because I can do it, which is really awesome. So I'm just gonna do the same thing over here. I wanna blend that up a little bit into the crease. And it doesn't seem to really be losing its pigment. It really just seems to be blending in with the area around it. Okay, so I'm actually really digging the way that looks. I'm gonna go ahead and take Poet and just like a super small amount, and I'm gonna put that on the under eye. Okay, and so what I'd like to do is take a clean, fluffy blending brush. This is an Eco Tools brush that just says blend, so take that for what it is. And I am going to go in with a clean brush and just blend out some of this a little bit because I don't want any harsh edges. And I like it connecting like this, so that doesn't bother me. I like it kind of blown out, especially because, okay, so pro tip, I wear glasses. And for those of you who wear glasses, you will totally understand. When you wear glasses, you often have to make your eye look a little bit more dramatic because it hides. You're hidden behind glasses. So I want to bring this in just a little bit more with this. I'm still using that same cleaner blending brush that didn't have anything on it. Crazy happy with how this looks. This is like one of the better looks I've ever done, I think. I mean, I guess we'll find out because like right now it looks decent, but I don't know how it'll look at the end. So I am going to take a tiny bit. In fact, I'll do it with a super, super tiny brush. I think this is an eyeliner brush. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this Ritual matte, and I'm just going to put it right up against my eye on the lower lash, just to give it a little bit of definition. Yeah, and you can actually immediately see it. That's pretty awesome. I don't think I'm even going to blend that out. I think I might. That's not true. I'm definitely going to blend that out a little bit. Perfect. All right, so I'll just go back in. Same blending brush I was using for the pink under the eye. I'll just blend that out slightly. Perfect. And now I get to do what I've been wanting to do and play with the glitter. I'm actually, I think even though this is a very pink look, I think I'm actually going to go not with the Poet glitter. I think I'm actually going to go with the Soothe glitter because that's more of a gold. And even though I just did a huge pink look on my eye, I was thinking that I would do a different color glitter because I'd kind of like to see how that looks, especially considering I didn't use any of the other finishes. So I'm going to grab, just going to do it with my finger. That's how everyone says to do it. So I'm going to do it with my finger. I think I'm going to go with the Soothe Gold. I think that's a really beautiful gold. So I'm going to grab that on my finger, and I'm barely pressing down, but I'm getting a lot. And I'm going to put that on the inner half of the eye. Oh, that's super pretty. So I'm going to layer that up a little bit. And I'm actually going to go slightly into my crease. I'm going to do that on both sides. It's just a really gorgeous scattered glitter. I don't think I've ever used anything exactly like this before. And just to test it out, let's try. So I used this, I used the Soothe glitter. Let's test out what it looks like with a slightly darker, let's see what it looks like. Maybe take it from day to night because this is totally a day look. And try this Ritual glitter as well in the middle to see if that brightens or does anything. Oh yeah, you can see it. I mean, I don't know if it changes much, but you can see it. Oh, pretty. Okay, and then I want to take, I'll just do it with my finger. I'm going to take the Metallic Aura and do that. Oh, not that finger. I just dipped that in glitter. And do that in the inner corner. Very pretty. And then because I have it right here, I will do that also. I will take just a small blending brush and I'm going to do that same color, that same aura metallic. I'll do the okay. And I guess, you know what? Because it can't hurt to try, why don't we take one of these shadows and do it as the highlight? So let's take the Soothe Metallic and let's see if that makes a good highlight. And I always say more is better. Not because Tati says it, but because I wear glasses that hide it. And I'm going to pop my glasses back on really quick because I don't have liner and mascara. I'm going to do that off camera just to put it on really quick, and I will be right back. Okay, and that is the last of the eye. I want you to be able to see it because I actually am super proud of it, but I want to be able to see. So glasses are going on. And this is what I mean by needing to making it a little bit stronger, just because with glasses, obviously it's a little bit more hidden. So even though it looks like crazy dramatic and glittery right now, I put on my glasses. And of course, if I were wearing my contacts, I could leave it dramatic. So I just want to finish up. I used this eyeliner. I actually have this double eyeliner set that I found on Amazon by a brand called Le Pure, which I really like because it has wing stamps, which you can see on the end. On one end, it has a wing stamp, and on the other end is a felt tip pen eyeliner, which I actually find to be pretty waterproof and awesome. And it was really inexpensive. The lash, I don't have any lashes on, but the mascara I used is the Lash Paradise, which I think is, and it's in black, but I think that's what, from L'Oreal. And then I'm just gonna finish up super quick with some lip topper, which this is one of the Milani shades. I love these. So I like liquid lips, but they do tend to dry me out a little bit. And these are those Milani like matte colors. This is in the shade Matte Flirty. So this is the final look. I have the Textured Neutrals palette volume 1 with the glitter, which I love. And as the light has gone down in this room, you can still see how beautiful it looks. And I think that this palette is gorgeous. I'm so excited. First YouTuber product I've ever bought, and I am super happy for it. Giant mirror, absolutely beautiful colors. I think that for me, the glitter is, I expect it to be a tiny bit softer from what the reviews were saying. Some of the reviews are saying it was almost like a jelly consistency. Like they thought that it felt like very soft and almost like liquidy and jelly. I didn't find that. I find them to be a little bit dry. In fact, I don't know if you can see it, but I do actually have a little bit of fallout of glitter on my face. Now, I did not do a glitter glue or any kind of sticky base right underneath that. So it could be just me. Like I could have just done it wrong. I do, however, love it. I think that they scattered really, really beautifully. I'm just looking in the mirror on the other side. I think it's scattered really, really beautifully. I think it shows up gorgeous. I love the pink. I think that you guys are definitely able to see it, but I was also able to really blend it out in a more successful way than I usually am when it comes to these things. So really excited about it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend. Really love it. I think the colors are gorgeous. Honestly, that orange, I was really surprised that it looked so soft and beautiful on my eye when I put it on, because usually oranges wash me out. They don't look super great on my skin tone for some reason, so it's usually not something I gravitate towards, but I can see myself using it in this palette, not even just as transition, but to deepen out corners, and I would actually love to try maybe more of a sunset look with it. So I'd love to hear what you guys think of my look, even though it's like really rudimentary skills. Please don't bash me on my makeup skills. It's really something I'm still learning. And I'm just excited to keep learning and getting better at it. So thanks so much. And I hope you guys have a great day.